Good evening, everyone. My name is Marlo Jongenburger, and on behalf of myself, my husband Ryan, and all the Connect Place families, we want to say thank you to every one of you for attending the Gift of Love Gala this evening. I'm humbled and honored to share our story about our family and how vital Connect Place has been in our lives for the last 4.5 years. In September of 2015, Ryan and I were married. And it was 2 months later that we discovered that at 25 weeks pregnant, our baby girl was diagnosed with a genetic condition known as trisomy 18 or Edward syndrome. Trisomy 18 is an addition of a third chromosome 18 that disrupts the normal pattern of development in significant ways. These can be life-altering, even before one is born. Upon diagnosis, a child with trisomy 18 is given the label failure to live. Before we met her, we knew her name, Ella Elizabeth. Ella had many of the common issues associated with trisomy 18. Clenched hands, stunted growth, low-set ears, strawberry-shaped head, severe developmental delays, and extensive cardiovascular issues. The medical team at BC Women's Hospital were quick to inform us that due to the trisomy 18 diagnosis, any major operations were not an option, as Ella was considered incompatible with life. The odds of her surviving to the end of the pregnancy were slim, and if she made it through labor, it would be a miracle. We were devastated. Upon hearing this news, we were referred to Connect Place Dave Letty House. Knowing absolutely nothing about the organization, we set up an in-house meeting with nurse practitioners, and so began our journey with Connect Place. In our initial meeting with Connect Place, the clinical team helped us create a detailed birth, medical, and end-of-life care plan for Ella. During my pregnancy, we also had access to in-home care and counseling support. It was truly a lifeline for us. We were not alone. Connect Place perinatal care was especially significant while preparing for the birth of Ella. The internet is full of advice for mothers and families expecting their child. But what about a mother who's not expected to take her baby home? We worked closely with the nurses at Dave Letty House to consider what was important to our family, whether it was labor plans or decisions on what life-saving treatment we would give Ella upon birth. Not once in all of our questions or explanations and tears did we feel judged or feel the need to justify our decisions that we were making as parents. We were grateful. On March 18th, 2016, our beautiful, strong, brave daughter Ella was born. Our dreams came true, as Ella was a fighter. We, along with our immediate families, were able to bless her with love, kisses, and tears. We were so in love. The next few days were chaotic, which is an understatement, but through it all, my warrior princess fought. And when Ella was 5 days old, it became apparent to us that she was going to hang around for a bit. And so we began the next phase of our journey with Connect Place. We were in the unknown. Connect Place Dave Letty House was, at the time, operating outpatient care, and through their provincial 24-hour care line, we were able to video conference with Connect Place doctors from the maternity ward in Abbotsford. With their skills and expertise, the doctors were able to collaborate with our local doctors on Ella's care. Connect Place physicians took time to create a detailed medical plan, as well as a flow chart of potential issues and medications that we could administer while we were at home. Through Connect Place, we also had access to a wide range of healthcare services, including pain and symptom management and memory making. We were truly overwhelmed. As we transitioned home, Ella, despite her diagnosis, continued to prove everybody wrong. And as the weeks and months went on, we started to find our new normal. And this normal would not have been possible without Canuck Place. One of our new realities consisted of having at least 2 adults to take Ella anywhere in a vehicle. And this would involve anxiety, fear, and at times medical distress for Ella. It may seem odd to have such a simple thing as going into your car to see a doctor cause so much grief and stress. The nurses and counseling staff at Canuck Place understood this and were able to be a huge support by providing in-home care for our little Ella. Canuck Place nurses observed her at home and wrote detailed reports for the clinical care team. We were also blessed with a bereavement counselor, Deborah. Deborah is a huge part of our family's journey and continues to be, and she is open to meeting us where we are, both figuratively and literally. We were humbled. As Ella began to grow, which, just so you know, was very slow, she was 9.5 pounds when she passed away, from a mere 4 pounds, 10 ounces when we left the hospital. In order to take most of whatever time we were granted, we ensured that we took Ella on activities as often as we could. When Ella was about 6 months, we had a short respite stay at Canuck Place so that we could attend a local wedding. It was such a gift to be able to go out and know that there were dedicated nurses to diligently watch our little girl. And we got to sleep through the night. It was awesome. Canuck Place also helped us in more of a non-traditional sense. In May of 2017, when Ella was 13 months old, with consultation with Canuck Place doctors and nurses, we decided to take Ella to Winnipeg to see my extended family and her great-grandparents. The staff at Dave Letty House took our request in stride. Because of Elika's medical challenges, the only option for travel was by RV. Canuck Place staff took it upon themselves to contact the Children's Hospice in Calgary, as well as the children's hospitals along our route to Manitoba. This was in case we ran into complications and needed medical assistance. It took so much pressure off Ryan and I, and all we needed to do was take care of our daughter and enjoy our trip. We were hopeful. Another huge support to help us plan our trip home to Winnipeg was Deb. Deb asked us some very candid questions that even as we were talking about them seemed surreal, almost an out-of-body experience. Yet this was our reality, and we had to tackle it head-on if we wanted to make the trip. Deb candidly asked us if we were okay if Ella did not make the journey. And if so, did we still want to go? Working through these questions assured us we were doing the right thing for Ella and our family. We were nervous. 2 days into our road trip, on May 14th, 2017, which was Mother's Day, we were resting in Calgary when it became apparent that Ella needed some medical advice. We called Canuck Place in Vancouver. The doctors and nurses suggested we take Ella to the Children's Hospital in Calgary, and they informed the hospital staff that we were on our way. To know that Canuck Place was on our side was a huge weight lifted off our shoulders. When we arrived at the emergency room, doctors had Ella's file in hand. We were very concerned. Unfortunately, our family vacation didn't have the outcome that we had so hoped. We decided it was best to bring Ella home. On May 16th, 2017, 4 days after we left home, and 2 days before Ella would have been 14 months old, Ella passed away during a medical flight home from Calgary. As we ascended into the sky, our daughter continued to heaven. As our daughter had shown us in her short but impactful life, she was looking out for her mom and dad. We had time to hold her and love her as we finished our flight home. Upon landing, we placed a phone call that no parent should ever have to make. I called Canuck Place to inform them of Ella's passing. It was devastating. But at the same time, we knew that they would know exactly what to do, and they would take care of all the details. All we had to do was worry about taking our baby home and saying goodbye. We were heartbroken. In the weeks and months that followed Ella's passing, we were in a tailspin. There are no words that will ever be enough to express to you tonight or to the staff at Canuck Place how vital their bereavement support has been. Through our grief, they've stood alongside us and counseled us into the life of a bereaved parent. When you lose a child, it feels as if time is irrelevant. And some of the simplest tasks and photos are triggers for full emotional breakdowns. I can honestly say the hours and hours we spent talking with Deb is one of the reasons I'm standing up here tonight. The trust we built with Deb when Ella was alive was a hidden blessing. As we navigated Ella's passing, she was there for us. It takes unique and special individuals to walk alongside families with an inevitable tragic ending. We were very thankful. Though devastated by the loss of our daughter, we have learned how to be at peace with our little family. We are now a family of 4, with the birth of our second child in 2018, a genetically typical boy we named Ezra. We have learned through counseling and being part of the parents' bereavement group at Canuck Place that we have no need to justify our family. We cannot control the actions or thoughts of others. And in almost 3 years since Ella had passed, it has been freeing to meet other families where the only connection is a child in heaven. And there's a quote I noticed on your tables tonight that I wrote. We are distraught, yet we rejoice. We are heartbroken, yet we love. We are sad, yet we are happy. We cry one moment, yet we laugh the next. This is a life of a Canuck Place parent, and this is a life we never want others to understand. However, for the families that need it, Canuck Place is a light in the midst of a black hole. The support that you provide tonight by attending tonight's gala makes a huge impact on Canuck Place families. The funds raised tonight help families like ours when they need it the most. Canuck Place makes a difference in all of our lives because of you. Thank you, and enjoy your evening.